All right, guys. In today's video, it's gonna be a weird kind of video. This is gonna be kind of like a 2024 wrap up in 2025. At the end of 2025, I'll actually do a better one. So in this video, I plan on just going through each of these models and giving you my thoughts on it. Now, these are only the models I reviewed. Now, yes, there are other models that I worked on in 2024, but these are just the ones I reviewed and had kind of like a connection with. Starting from the left here, we got the J Class 610, the SD 40-2, Amtrak P42, an ACW 4400. Same thing with that one. These two kind of go together. That's why they're both on there. Another ACW 4400. This is the Southern Pacific livery. I got this one as Christmas present. This is Southern Pacific, Daylight, and then the Polar Express. Now, I chose these ones specifically, one, because they're really ones that stood out to me this year and the ones that were reviewed, but also the ones I've actually had the most fun with running on the layout as well. Basically, some of them are just word projects that turned into something more. Yeah, so some of these were just like projects and some of them were reviews. So starting over here on the left side, this J-Class 610. We've had a lot of problems with it. In this year, in 2025, I plan on actually like opening it up, putting a new decoder in it, and seeing what's wrong with it, because we still got to work on the valve gear. But this one's still on the list because it is still a nice engine. It's still on the review list. It's still a good engine. There's no reason why it shouldn't be on the list, because once I get this is running, it's going to probably be in the 2025 one too as well. But whatever. Next is this one, SD 40-2. This one, it actually runs really good. I love putting it on the layout, just with a freight train, just watching it go. It's doing its thing. Now, I'm either going to get another one or change the livery of this one and this one for a future project that I have coming up. But because these two and that second one's based off, I got them to change the livery for a movie. Now, the movie's Unstoppable. I plan on doing that, but I have some things I want to accomplish first before getting into that painting and stuff. But yeah, I am going to get two decoders for this one. One's going to be a sound, and the other one's just going to be a DC, and these two will always be running together. Now, this one, P42, I love it. I love running the P42, especially over time. I got the Amtrak coaches with it, making it run and look really good, and just making that set that I've always wanted to make with the Texas Eagle. I always think it was always great. I've always loved it. Yeah, we have a couple of issues with the ladders falling off, because I think on the other side they're not even on there. On this side, they're both on this side, but on this side they're not on there. They're in the box to keep them safe until I feel like putting them on. But this one running with its with the Superliner coaches just look great, and especially that since I put the DCC decoder and sound decoder in myself, it makes that loco feel even more special. Now, same thing with this one. The BNSF, the 5656 and 5654. Those two, I plan on trading the livery, especially since this orange isn't the BNSF orange. It was like diluted, like it looks like almost like a pastel. I really don't like that, but they're still good looking models, you know. So I'm thinking about changing them. If I don't feel comfortable doing it, I will just end up sending them to somebody else who can do it. All right, so now this one, the Southern Pacific AC 4400 was supposed to be, because this one didn't come, these two didn't come in the mail. So I got this one to replace this one, and then these two showed up. So I'm actually going to keep this because I like the livery of it, and apparently I have a bunch of Southern Pacific engines and didn't even know about it. So yeah, now with this one, the Southern Daylight, with the Daylight, this was a gift. I really like it. It was having some issues in the front, popping off the rails. But I really think it's just a track issue. Now, with this one, I do plan on upgrading. Like, I want to put a sound decoder in it, and I want to put some, I want to put a sound decoder, but I don't know if I'm going to do a steam, because this one is plastic, and it gets hot. I don't really want the plastic to melt. So, yeah, that's the plan for that one in 2025. But I really do. All right, so yeah, I really do like this locomotive. Now, the last one is over here, the Polar Express. Now, I've had a lot of fun. I have 5-6 videos, and I even still have the train on the layout over there. This one has been so much fun, especially this Christmas season. It has just looked great, especially 9 coaches is insane. I'd actually think I'd get all 9 in one shot, but you know, I do it for the love of the game. So all 9, and the train runs pretty well. Now again, part of it was derailing, and that's just because the track work I'm working on. Some of the parts are just not where I want it to be. But other than that, it is really, really great. I love this engine. Now I do have plans for it coming towards Christmas of 2025. I want to upgrade the decoder, more sounds, heavier bass, and maybe even a smoke unit. I'll see, because this is plastic as well, and I don't want the metal to melt the plastic. But yeah, there's just a bunch of things I want to do now. Depending on where I am with airbrushing, I might add some like some snow effects on it so it can match the coaches. But regardless, I really do like this engine, and all of it with it, especially the coaches as well, because those all light up. I think those are my only coaches that light up. Some of my other ones do light up, but they're not to the same degree as these ones. Now, overall, if I had to pick one this year to be my top 3, would probably be the P42 and the Polar Express, both in first and second place. I can't really pick between them because they both have their own qualities. Like, just the way this one runs, it runs so smoothly, it runs consistently, and just looks good pulling its train. Same thing with the Polar Express. It just looks good pulling its train. But of course, it's Lionel. They already come with custom sounds. Like, if I put these sounds in myself, this one would have been top tier. But it's also because this one I did do myself. Like, I opened it up, got the decoder, plugged in the decoder, did all that myself. So it was more personalized. You know what I'm saying? So between both of them, these are both have to go first. Like, I've been spending days thinking about which one would I put first and which one would I put second. These two would have to definitely be just tied because they're just both great looking engines pulling their cars. For third place, I don't know, man. Probably this one. Just because this one has always been that engine. If I needed an engine to just do something, just put it on the track and it does it. It gets it done. Now, this one is a little loose, as in like the throttle control is a little loose, so I do need to change the CVs on this one so it moves more realistically. But this one has been pretty amazing. Now, I can definitely add a sound decoder in there later. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Taking the regular decoder out of here and getting 2 sound ones. So these 2 would have sound and the other one would just be a regular one, so when these 2 pull each other. Yeah. So then after that, I would probably put this one fourth just because it's just reliable. It's really like these 2 are like really tight. Like, there's not much for this one, but this one's just a little more modern and looks better in my opinion. But this one has always been that train. If I needed to pull like a short freight train, that one has it. Now, fifth place would probably be the last 2, just because last 2 between this one and that one, because I don't run these 2 because they're only on DC and my layout is mainly DCC. And so if I do run these 2, it just have to be just these 2 until I get the decoders in them. And this one's last place because yes, I did buy this one knowing it wasn't going to work. But it wasn't I did know, like, the seller was telling me that the valve on one side was missing and it doesn't get up to speed. So, yeah, it's a project. I knew it was going to be a project, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of an issue. And then I ordered the wrong valve piece. So I do need to order the right one before they don't have it anymore so I can get anything, open it up and get the decoder. But that's just more work for 2025, which I'm not worried about. But, yeah, so I'm actually excited. So, like I said, these 2 are first and second place, third and fourth place, and then fifth place. Now, this one's kind of like an honorable mention because that was a Christmas gift and I really like it. I don't have the cars for it yet, but I do plan on getting them real soon. Maybe sometime in February, maybe a little bit later, because my main goal of 2025 is to focus a little bit more on the layout. But I do have an engine for y'all. I do have a little sneak peek I want to show y'all in a second at the end of this video. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching whenever you're watching. If you're watching now, as in right after this has been uploaded, or if you're watching even a couple years down the line, everything means a lot. Also, speaking of down the line, the Polar Express is probably going to be put up for this little season until it gets a little bit colder again, like November, December, maybe even October. I might run into it in October. But hopefully then that layout has expanded. There's more to it. And the Polar Express actually has room to stretch and run. Because, look, that's a It's a long train. Can't even see it all. Goes all the way over there. That's 9 cars. It's a long train. And it's a short layout. So I do want to expand the layout in this next coming up season. So when the Polar Express is ready to run and it's upgraded, it can actually like spread its wheels, you know? So, yeah. If so, guys, please leave a comment. I love replying to some of y'all's comments on some of the topics, especially since we're all like-minded in this fascinating hobby. Comments, likes, so all that means a lot to me, guys, especially the rate that this channel is growing. I can't say thank you enough. I can't wait to share all of this and experience it in 2025 with y'all. Well, it is 2025, but this video is actually supposed to come out at the end of 24, but it's here now. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. There it goes. It's probably what I think it is. It probably hasn't ran in a minute.